So, an airplane pitted against a volcano. Sounds odd on paper and in writing, but it was actually pretty entertaining. Airplane versus Volcano stars Cain, of course, and he's on an airplane that by static interference sends the plane off course and over a sea of volcanoes. Some stuff happens. Both pilots are knocked unconscious, but before one of them gets unconscious, he enables the autopilot via a code. And once he's knocked out unconscious, there's no way they enter the codes to get the plane off autopilot so they can fly out. So the plane is basically circling around the volcanoes since it was in a circling motion when he entered the code. So now they gotta figure out how to get out of the volcanoes and get the plane out of the volcanoes, and yeah. This movie comes to us from our good friends at Asylum Entertainment. I have to laugh when I say that. But this is probably their best looking movie to date. And that's saying a lot, because usually Asylum is known for shitty effects and stuff that looks like PS2 graphics. It looks like they upgraded a little bit. This shit looks almost like a PS3-ish type effects. If that makes any sense. And Cain does a good job in the movie. The acting is not too terrible in the movie, although when it comes to the general of the military that's at a base nearby, he looks like he's sleepwalking the whole way through. But yeah, and they have to, he wants to stand by and let the plane eventually crash, but of course a colleague of somebody who's on the airplane doesn't want that to happen, neither does some of the other military. So they try and launch a rescue effort to get the people off the airplane. So yeah, like I said, the effects look okay. The movie is okay, subpar. Of course, around the halfway mark though, you can kind of tell when it got asylumed. Especially when it comes to an airplane leaking, the airplane's leaking fuel out of one engine, by the way. Okay? Yet, once Cain figures out the switch to turn it off, the plane is suddenly almost out of fuel. And it still has 3 engines available. The second little flaw in the movie is when they're talking to one of the military guys. He's like, a 747 should be able to fly on 2 engines. And I'm sitting there laughing, going, that's not a 747, that's an Airbus. And if you know airplanes like I do, you know what a 747 looks like. Hell, Air Force One is a 747. Shit. Oh, that was funny. I'm like, Asylum, know what type of airplane you have here. That's how you know when things get a little bit stupid. But luckily it doesn't get too stupid. It actually is very entertaining. Especially when it comes to this psychotic passenger who kind of has a nervous breakdown and becomes even more crazy to the point where he wants to get off the airplane even if it means killing somebody. Fucking crazy. And you got this U.S. Air Marshal trying to help him out and stuff like that. Not the psychotic passenger, but trying to help everybody out. It's a very enjoyable movie. Surprisingly. Which is why I'm going to give Airplane vs. Volcano a C+. Holy shit, Jay. Yep, a C+. I think that is the first C+ to ever come out of an Asylum review from me. I think that's a shocker. And I've reviewed several Asylum movies, not on this account, but on my past account. But I will put those up on here too. Re-review those over here. So let me know what you guys think about Airplane vs. Volcano down below. If you've seen it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? And yes, I'll see you guys soon. I gotta go watch a bear punch a chick in the face.